Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking, and welcome to Flight 2128. Today we will be flying out of the Los Santos Airport and this is just a flight around the city. This is a night flight. It may turn day by the time we get in, but we'll still consider this a night flight. We will be taking off here in just a minute. We will be taxiing onto the runway. Thank you for flying with Air Force passengers. We enjoy your time and your commitment to flying with us. We will taxi you to your runway in just a moment. Oh, okay. I don't know who did this to the airplanes, but we're gonna go ahead and get onto our runway here. We're gonna be taking off, heading to be west. Maybe hang on a minute, or we could be heading. We're coming close to hitting these barriers. We are not wanting to hit those barriers. Those barriers cost a lot of money. And for some reason our plane doesn't want to get around them. We have to back out here. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll be going ahead and taking off here in a minute. We're going to wait till it's about 2:45. It's our designated flight time. Until I'm to fly. Have to be careful. These planes do still run at night, and we have to wait until taxi to the airport. So, and it's at our time. We are getting ready. We're going to start launching off right now. Everyone, seatbelts must be buckled until we get up into the air. Like I said, we will just be taking a flight around Los Santos and Blaine County. So this will be a night flight. We should be back by some time. But I hope you enjoy, and we'll be taking off here. Whoa, okay. Our plane's doing a little weirdness. Taxi to the side there. Go ahead and clear up. No. If you look right down below you will be down below and to your left and right. You will be seeing the Los Santos docks. This is where, and if you just heard on the news that a couple weeks ago, some people came through and they blew a big Merryweather tanker up, and as we're coming over the mountains here, you could have just seen just enormous of these sun setting and rising points. But like I said, we'll be taking this is just a flight around the things. So what you will now be coming up here now is we're on the Palomino Highlands. Just coming up over here is the Secret is a government base. We do not know what is in it, but we do know that there is something in there, and they're working on it. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to bank left here. Again, thank you for flying Air Force 2128. First time actually been flying here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue. We're going to come over here to our right here. We have one of the greatest and finest oil refineries. That's the best place where they make oil and other oil goods. So whenever we're gonna have to pull back over there around Paleto Bay, we're gonna have to be careful because the Air Force base that is there. We're going to have to be very, very careful. They are very protective. The Air Force base. So we're going to be taking this route here. This is heading back. This is heading into heading the long way. We will not be able to see Paleto Bay. Well, I know, so do I. I wish we could see Paleto Bay, but because of the Air Force Base, I'm going to check my GPS here, see where we are going. If we actually know, if we continue, we will see Paleto Bay, and we will just make our way around the city, back down to the airport. I'll have the airport map, because since we're coming in this way, cut across around the water, and I'll make the airport land right there. So, how's everyone enjoying their flight tonight? If we seem that we are getting a little bit low, we are getting a little bit low. I don't know why the plane is not wanting to cooperate. The plane's cooperating with us. It's going places we do not need it to go. So we're gonna go ahead. If you look out to your right, you will see the sand. You'll see. Sorry about that. You'll see Mount Gordo. Mount Gordo is the third tallest mountain here in the Los Santos. He's up close and personal there with some of the Gordo balls there. If you look right below us, you just saw the train go by. And like I said, if you look to your left, you will see the tallest mountain here in the city and the town. It is now, the time now is 4:45, and the sun is rising here over Paleto Bay. And it just looks phenomenal. If you're on the ground and you're sitting there in a car or getting up, getting ready to go to work, we are flying very low over Paleto Bay for a reason. When we get around to the Air Force Base, we're going to have to fly low, where we have to fly around the military base. We are not allowed to go through the military base. If we were to go through the military base, we would be shot down for pretentious causes because they think we're going to attack them. So as of right now, we will be flying lower to the ground than normally what a plane would be. We don't want to be caught in their airspace. So if you just take it this time, look out your windows, you will see the nice, beautiful ocean that is right here underneath us. And now, if you look to your left, if you look in front of you and to your left, you will see a huge rock that is coming straight out into the ocean. That right there is Mount Sarkudo. Damn, I even forgot the name. Mount is Fort Zancudo. Sorry about that. You will be passing over Fort Zancudo, one of the most heavily protected places here in the Los Santos area. And as you see, we are flying very low. We do not want to be caught in their airspace. We will be pulling up and leveling out. Since we're out of their airspace, we are now allowed to pull out. And we're going to go ahead. We're just going to ascend to our cruising altitude of about 32,000 feet. Thank you for flying with Air Force 2128. This is our first time getting out, flying publicly before we fly diplomats. But thank you. And if you look now, we are getting our perfect rise here over the city. The time now is 5:45 in the morning. Again, it is very foggy. It will be very hard for me to land this plane, but I think we can do it. Let me just look at my GPS again as we're going through. Yes, as we're coming through, I should be able to get this plane around and land in the first runway that I think I will be able to land at. I have clearance in all the airports around and in the state of Los Santos and San Andreas, Wayne County. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for flying. Thank you very much for flying with Air Force One. We hope you've had a good time, and I hope next time that you will fly with us. So as of right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start fueling up here, and I'm going to go ahead and take us into the airport. As of right now, I have a very good flight pattern. That is very nice. and we should be able to get this plane landed and good to go for the next flight here in just a little bit. Alright, so we are coming now. We are coming into the airport. We're coming on a little weird, but I will get this plane landed, and I will get this plane landed good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the plane in. Keep the plane in. Flap up, flap up. We're going to go ahead and coast her in. Coast her in, coast her in. Engines are gone, and a beautiful coast. And we brake by ourselves. And we have braked by ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is the successful flight of the Air Force 21 Flight 28. This is Air Force. This is flight. This is Air Force 2128 to air traffic control. Air traffic control. Go ahead. What's the problem? We are just wanting to say that we have landed, and we'll be taxiing to our hangar. 10-4 there. Just be careful of the other planes that'll be coming in here in a minute. It's going to start getting busy. It's almost 8 o'clock. Okay, like you heard him, we're going to be taxiing into our runway, into our hangar. Like I said, we have to be very careful of the planes that will be coming in. Planes come in here on and off daily, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start pulling in to our hangar. Get a little bit more speed. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull it around. And if we stop right here, we are through. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for flying Air Force 2128. This is your captain speaking. It was very nice to be able to see all the faces that I endured and love to see. And Spencer, this I told you was a good. I have exceptional flying skills.